What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. So, a lot of you are pretty excited for the Mandalorian movie. It's going to be a continuation of Season 3. Hopefully not. Hopefully a continuation of Season 2. We can scratch Season 3.
My clones were finally going to be perfect.
And with that, of course, comes a lot of excitement, but also a lot of fear, worry, pessimism, and rightfully so, to be honest. I mean, there's been so many times we've been excited for Star Wars shows that we would assume they would have the competency to conclude the story that they were already previously telling, or at least carry it on in some sort of George Lucas capacity that is Star Wars.
Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
But yet they veer off and they do something completely irrelevant or just something that's so disjointed like the sequel trilogy, and we're all left wondering, what the heck was that? They had so many opportunities.
There is no escape.
And that's where I get into a lot of trouble with a lot of the, I call them, funny enough, grifters. So when I have a theory that I come up with and people basically say, oh no, that didn't happen. Well, yeah, but it would have been way cooler if it did, because what we got, like, let's say Ahsoka Season 1 at the end, what we got with the zombies, man, I think all of us would have agreed a resurrected version of Darth Maul, or even a robot that moved and acted and fought just like Darth Maul, kind of like what Anakin fought in the comics, would have been way cooler than those zombies trudging around up the stairs with the, I'm sorry to say, not good choreography, when all they had to do was, of course, hire Nick Gillard and come up with like a better ending. Someone who could be a little more exciting than the zombies, right? So there's that. So there are a few reasons why I'm not worried about the Ahsoka Season 2 show that's been announced. Could be wrong once again. Depends again on the competency, how many cooks are in the kitchen. But I think Jon Favreau knows what he's doing. I really feel like Season 3 went off the very deep end because of too many cooks in the kitchen or too many people telling him what to do, perhaps. I don't really know. But I just have a feeling, okay?
I have a very bad feeling about this.
So here's the reason why I'm not too worried about it. Okay, look. So Ahsoka is stuck on Peridea. We are going to get, finally, the conclusion, or at least the progression of the son, father, daughter, maybe the mother of Mortis, the Mortis gods. And if you don't know about them, I have got many videos about them, upwards of 40, 50 minutes on the channel. Go check it out. So there's already that. We've also got Anakin coming back to see Ahsoka. Now she can see him because she's open to it. But forget all of that. Where's Thrawn right now? He's in our galaxy, the main galaxy. The galaxy of the prequels and the originals and all of Star Wars in general. Who is left in the galaxy? Anyone? Luke Skywalker. That's the only Jedi that's left in the galaxy competent and powerful enough to be able to defeat Thrawn, his army, whatever threat he's bringing to the galaxy. And so this, for me, is a huge win, because finally we're going to get Luke Skywalker, because there is no more speculation. Are we going to see Luke? Are we going to see Luke? There is no way in heck that Luke in this galaxy would not come to help. I mean, if we get this show and Luke's not in it, I'm going to be very vocal about the fact that we have literally an empty galaxy of heroes except for one, the main one, Luke Skywalker. I mean, he trumps Ahsoka, he trumps everybody, okay? Forget Sabine and Hera and all those side characters. Luke is number one. He is the son of the main character of Star Wars, the son of the chosen one, Anakin. So when it comes down to who are we going to see in this show, I personally believe, and look, the channel is called Star Wars Theory, so if you believe my theories and you go off of it and we don't end up getting that, that's not my fault. That's the show directors and writers for not writing something that I think would have been much cooler. Look, they can take it in any direction. We could totally focus on Ahsoka and have her escape Peridea. Probably Ezra brings in the Purrgil to Peridea. They hop on, they go in its mouth, and they just go back to the galaxy. We don't need to see Luke. But I think that's boring. That's super lame. Let's stay on Peridea a little bit. Let's make it extremely difficult to get off of this island. And from there, we can really go into the mountain that, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson, Baylan Skoll has gone onto, which I don't know what they're going to do for him. Hopefully recast, I hope. And then from there, we could get Ahsoka maybe even teaming up with Baylan and Shin. I mean, it just seems like it would be something more likely. They're kind of having to work together on this planet because they are all they have, right? Each of them are all they, like, there is no more, there is no one else there to help them. It's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And Thrawn abandoned them there, left them there. And so now they'll have to work together to be able to get out. And I think they'll build some sort of a friendship or relationship. Honestly, what I was hoping Thrawn and Ezra would have established, but they didn't. The whole Thrawn and Ezra thing was weird. The fact that he knew where Ezra was on this planet and, how many years passed and he didn't go and try and literally look through every nook and cranny of that planet and find him. Well, I don't know. Strange. But he seemed to have known which direction Ezra was in, which also leads me to think that that's strange. But whatever. I digress. As my history teacher, Mr. Griffiths, would always say. So with Ahsoka there on Peridea, we can really uncover a lot of different gems and storylines and things like that. Her communing with Anakin, maybe they swap stories. It could be really a cool moment for a lot of us. Then we can it's so cool because we can go to it's like having a different show in the same show. We can go to the other galaxy, the main galaxy, where we focus on Luke Skywalker, on Thrawn, on Dathomir. And maybe the Night Sisters are going to go to Tatooine. They could resurrect Maul. I just think Maul is just so cool. I would love to see more of him in live action, even if it's going to be some weird zombie form. I mean, look, yeah, let the man rest. Let him die, for sure. I agree. But there's an ounce of me that thinks having Ray Park back and Darth Maul would be savage. No pun intended. Or at the very least, some souped up, juiced up Zabrak. Yeah, why not? Quick announcement, if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like. But my thoughts are we could possibly even get Asajj Ventress. She did die to Dooku's hands, and the Night Sisters would probably really benefit from bringing her back. Now, where does this bring in Cal Kestis and Merrin? So, there's another storyline that we can get into. Cal Kestis is now hooking up with Merrin, who is literally the last Night Sister of Dathomir. And now they have this little kid that they have to take care of, Bode's kid. And maybe she's going to be Force sensitive and have magic. I mean, that would be the ultimate. That would be pretty sweet. That'd be like a Thor Love and Thunder kind of situation at the end there. So, okay, we got Peridea, Ahsoka, Anakin, Sabine, Baylan Skoll, Shin Hati, then the Mortis family, the mother. Then we go to the other galaxy. We got Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, Thrawn, Mando, Grogu, the Night Sisters, Cal Kestis, Merrin, Dathomir, Snoke. Oh, please, no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But look, there's so many characters that could be in the Ahsoka Season 2 show only if they utilize them. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like I feel like I'm Mugatu or something, man. Like they could literally make all these bangers, but they're not. Like, what the heck was Mando Season 3? Super lame. You're going to bring Moff Gideon back? My clones! It just, to me, it was like, dude, why can't we just put our heads together? It's like we're little kids. Why are fans coming up with better fan fictions for the shows? And I'm not saying it's because Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau can't. I'm literally saying it's probably because they want, but someone is mingling in. I don't know who the someone is. I'm not going to say it's Kathleen Kennedy because I don't think she's to blame all of the time. I think if she was given full power, which she does have full power. Anyways, I don't know who it is. But I don't think Mando Season 3 was Jon Favreau's work. You saw him trying to really make up a whole bunch of crap when he was interviewed on the spot about how Grogu was gone for 2 years with Luke.
Went back with Luke. Now we've been 2 years apart from him there training.
When we got no inkling of that whatsoever, and then Mando was shoved in at the end of at the end of Boba Fett, getting confused here. And we were supposed to believe it okay, and then, Grogu gets Ubered back to Tatooine without Luke's protection. I'm going to look over the child. It's like, okay, yeah, let's just send him back with R2. It's all good. What? Okay, doesn't really make much sense. So, look, there's a lot of inconsistencies with Star Wars, and I don't think it's because of a lack of talented writers. I think it's a abundance of people trying to put their name in the hat, and it's just mucking up everything. And at the end of the day, I want this franchise to be as amazing as it was when I was a kid, and right now, it's struggling, and we all know that. And it started off with the sequel trilogy, and I think that it can come back. It's never too late, ever. It's never too late. It just matters how you go about repairing and healing and fixing it. And I don't think it's hard at all. So this Ahsoka Season 2, I know a lot of people are turned away, but I am very hopeful, and maybe that's just because in my mind I come up with what I think could be a cool written story or script for the show, and we could get something completely different. But look, that is the name of the channel. That's why you guys subbed. That's why there are 3 million subscribers. A Star Wars Theory. It's the theories of all of Star Wars. 1 to 6, 7, 8, 9, the shows and books, whatever. Creating animations and fan films. By the way, I'll have a huge update for you guys for Vader Episode 2 at the end of January, maybe early February. I know it's been a while, and we are working extremely hard, and I'm spending about 15 to 20 grand a month now, starting in January, because we're going full steam ahead. So I appreciate you guys if you can support. Well, I know and I can't crowdfund for it, so it's a bit of gray area, but you know, Theory sabers. I'm launching a new saber in the next few days here that's going to be extremely affordable for you, and you're going to have the option to do literally everything with the saber. It's a nice looking hilt. A lot of the comments previously were that it was too expensive, and that's because we went with a very, very exclusive design that we had to like 3D custom mold. It was a lot of work, and it took a lot of time, and I was trying to be fancy with it, and it was cool. It's a cool collector's piece, but you know, that drove up the cost like crazy. So this next one is going to be super unbelievably affordable, and you can freaking whack this thing around, and you'll live. So I hope you guys are ready for the announcements coming soon and a lot of the updates, as well as I hope you enjoyed my sentiments on Ahsoka Season 2 and why I personally am extremely excited, because I see where it could go. The only problem is, will it? I don't know. That's not up to me to decide, but we'll see. Andor Season 2, bricks and screws, baby. Actually, Andor Season 2 is going to be amazing too, because we're going to have Krennic in there. We're going to have so many other characters that are actually now going further into the story of the original trilogy, pretty much, into Rogue One, which was a great film. So another video on that eventually too. Well, I hope you enjoyed the vid. Make sure to check out Theory Sabers on Instagram. Make sure to get ready for the drop. Make sure to check out all my other channels listed in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.